Hello, everybody. Welcome to Kid Knows Gambling. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is doing well today and has a really good weekend planned. A couple things I got to do. I should have done it off camera. I'm sorry. First, let's get some members sponsored here. I don't need these. Let me put that up over there. Let's see. James Silva, Captain Shimi, Steve Farmer, W.Y. Dice, Manuel Alcivar, Commercial Plumber, and Have Lifestyle Health. I've decided that's who's sponsoring today's show. Thank you so much for being a member. I really, really do appreciate you guys. Next thing I'm going to do with my envelopes, I'm going to, again, I forgot who told me this. Was it Warner or was it, might have been Warner. I can't remember. I'm so sorry. So there's my Grandmaster. They say you can't read it. So Grandmaster. Alright, that's good. Then we got Fun. They say you can't see them. Excess. I'm going to do it in big black bold. Salary. And then Casino Master. Casino Master. Alright, that's that. And I had another fella goes, hey man, don't put your real money out there. Somebody will come rob you. Well, if anybody thinks I would have this many thousands of dollars just hanging around my house unsaved, well, I think you don't know me that well. This is Hollywood prop money, just so you guys know. I never told you it was real, never wanted you to think it was real, but it looks good. You can always tell it has, even on the back, motion picture purposes. But when you just look at it, it looks real. But this is fake money, y'all. Somebody said, well, use Monopoly money. Same fella. That's better than Monopoly money. But so nobody think about coming robbing my fucking house because these $20,000, $30,000 in dollars and 20s ain't real. This is what motion pictures, movies actually use because it looks good. And you can't tell on camera. So just so you know, you potential thieves, keep your happy ass away from me because it ain't real. So there you go. Now you know. I was thinking you'd probably know that anyway, but nah. Now you do for sure. Alright, so members, and my next few videos, I'm going to go back to some of my basics that maybe you forgot, like the Gunslinger that I have a shirt for. The LCI, it's been so long, I've even forgot the names of the damn things. But some of my recent ones that I've done, the pyramid, I got one that's on the tip of my tongue. But anyway, some of the oldie but goodies, or even recent goodies, and just to keep us fresh with those. I may do a Fantastic Five or a Fantastic Four, but just so we don't forget about them like I just did. I can't remember the name of that one. How's that for sad? So that's going on. Now, let me tell you what I'm going to do. I am fixing to do a 14-part series on how I play Hold'em, the whys, the wherefores, and I'm going to go in depth, but I'm going to keep it as simple that, like that one commercial, so simple a caveman can do it. I'm going to have four, in a zip file, 4 spreadsheets coming to you because there's some math into this stuff. This is going to take me days and days to do this. All right. Now, I already know that when I do sports or I do Hold'em, there's a very few people that actually care. That's the truth. And that's why I don't do a lot of that, right? So I'm going to have to put this series behind a paywall. I know people are going to bitch and moan, but if I don't, and I just do a 14-part series on YouTube, well, the truth of the matter is, you know, I don't want to put videos out that 98% of the people don't want to watch. I don't want to alienate them, right? It's going to be a long series, long chapters. But here's what I wanted to do, because membership has its privileges. I want you guys to understand that. So, for my platinum members, when I get this done, and I don't have quite an ETA, I need to get it done before football season because I'm going to be busy as crap. For my platinum members, and they pay $49.95 a month, you know, they get all access to me without paying extra. That's the deal. But for the platinum members, I'm going to give it to them for free. That's just the way it is. Now, my $5 members, I can't. But what I'm going to do is greatly reduce it. I mean, so even my $5 members has benefit. You know, membership have its privileges. So instead of my $5 guys having to pay $59.95 for it, like some person that's not a member, they're not maybe a subscriber, you know, they have to pay full price. Platinum get it for free, but my $5 members, I'm going to take it all the way down to $19.95, $20. You're going to save $30 by being a $5 member. I have to do it this way for the reasons that I explained, plus the enormous amount of time that I'm fixing to have to put into this. 14-part series with downloads. It's a real course. So there you go. That's coming up. That's coming up. And so if nothing else, hey, come on over as a member at either level. Again, I try to make membership actually mean something, actually worth something, okay? But I just did want you to know why I have to put it under a paywall. Because really, I get clobbered, YouTube, and I don't want to alienate people, because most people don't care. That's the truth, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of Gunslinger today. This is one of my strategies that I created, and first we got to have a buy-in. So there's my casino master. I like buying in for $5,000 nowadays. All right, Hollywood prop money. Looks good though, doesn't it? And if you want, I can tell you where to buy it if you want some. It's pretty slick. But anyway, $5,000 goes over there. I get $5,000. All right, here's from my last time. All righty. Remember, all strategies will go down sooner or later. Best bet in all the casino is not to bet. If you don't have money management and discipline, don't even go. But with rack management, discipline, bankroll, proper bankroll, we have a shot. And I guess that's why you're here, so we're going to learn. Okay? All right, Gunslinger. Here's what we're doing. We're going to come out with $100 on the 4 and 10. We're going to buy that. Okay? Then, whoops, I guess I need reds to crapola. All right, let's get $100 worth of those. All right. So we can cap. Let me get a blank one here. Now we're set. All right, here's why I do this. I've got $110 inside. This will never change. I'm just going to collect 35, 35, 35, in case you guys forgot. These are the only things. I'm going to ladder these. All right, here's why. This pays me $200. Even minus the VIG, it's going to pay me almost double what I lose. Okay, because if a 7 comes, I'll lose 1, 2, 310. Well, when I go up to 200 and win, I get it all back plus some. That's sort of how the Gunslinger works, and we'll just work these ladders up and down and keep taking 35 bucks. That's it. It's called the Gunslinger. I think maybe I invented this a year, 2 years ago. I even have a shirt that says the Gunslinger. You guys have seen it. So I have them on really all the time. I mean, you don't have to, but that's what I'm going to do. Since I'm not worried, I'll let these two take care of things. So I got a $5,000 bankroll. Should be enough. Here we go. All right, there's the 6. We're just going to collect $35 is until we puke. Those will help, believe me. All right, there's a 5. Get a bunch of 35s. I'm not pressing them, nothing. Make it simple. Because if I get $100, $150 worth of these, that's going to help over here. Here we go. There's a 12, that's a nothing. There's a 9, just 35 of them to death. That's actually 105 bucks right there. Remember too, you have a goal. Maybe 300 bucks, whatever. Get your goal. Maybe you have a 250 goal. You go for 300 so you can do a fuck you bet or you can play on excess. That's the whole goal. If you want to be, Paul Presser, this is all John Patrick stuff. Peter Presser, Steve Shoot for the Moon guy, do it after you lock up your profit, man. All right, here we go. There's a 3. The Gunslinger. There's another 3 back to back. 3 3s. Now somebody calculate the odds of that one. Shit happens, boys and girls. It just does. I warn you every video. There's a 9, but until then, we're just going to rack 35s. Rack them, rack them, rack them. Now, we would have to have $300 in 35s before we wouldn't have to go up. So I'm just planning on having to ladder this no matter what. Now, I'm going to watch my rack, for sure. All right, there's a 12. There's an 8. 35. All right. Plus, I have my rack coming. John. John. I forgot your last name, man. Oh, gee whiz. Hold on. I got member. I hate that when my brain does that. John Weed. Golly, I'm getting old. That might be here even today. This is Saturday, so maybe that'll be here today. New rack that separates. Oh, I can't wait. Anyway, here we go. I'm sorry, John Weed. I'm sorry. All right, there's another 35. Now watch this. Other than these two, which would go in, now watch. So far we've had a good run. Actually, I'm 100 in profit here. So if I take that and move it there, I'm 100. Shit, I'm $210 in profit. Gotta know where you're at. Gotta know where you're at. And so this is one of those that you're not gonna have a fear of missing out either. There's another 3. There's the 10. Oh yeah. 200 bucks. Oh, now all that is profit. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough. Oh, that's enough, y'all. And so you guys that want to, you want to stay and play. This is the system, or one of them. It's a good one to do it with. All right, let these catch up to 7s. All right, 6 ways to make. 3 and 3 is 6. 6 ways for the 7. Hopefully it equals out enough. But now let's see where we got. We're gonna take this. So there's my 5,000. So I get 100. Let's see, 200. That's 100. This is 100. There's $5,000. Look at this. 410. We'll give that, I think, as some big over there. That's about right. And if it ain't exact, I don't care, just so you know. So there's my 400. Now I get to cash in. There's my 5. I get $5,400. So there's my 5. And I get 4 more hundred of my prop money. But it looks good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Then I get to go back to my hotel room. All right, we put the 5 back in the casino master. And then we're gonna simulate going home. There's my salary. I'm gonna pay my $100 to myself for not too long of work. Excess, I'm gonna give myself $200 so I can keep building up my safety. And then my fun. Now, let's say that's it. That's my trip. Now we're going home. Now we get to go home. Alright, so my next video will be leaving from home. Now, I got casino master, salary, all this. Then there's my grand master, which I have $4,000 in. Okay? There's, what? I'm missing. I should have $5 grand in this. I do. They're stuck. 5,000 in the Grand Master at home. And then I'm gonna come home and we're gonna put the other 5 in there. So my Grand Master is now like where it always should have been at $10,000. Now, we get to figure out some of these envelopes now. Alright, so you got options. Your salary. This is yours. This is your money. Salary. You're paid for your time. You're going to empty this. This is yours. This is what you worked. You paid yourself. You know, we did about 10 sessions. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's $1,000 in 10. You paid yourself $100 a flipping session. And if that ain't enough for traveling 4 hours there and 4 hours back, whatever, I can't help you. All right? Now, I'm going to give this back to the bank because we're going to pretend I actually used this. I paid bills, you know, went to the club, whatever. That's your salary that you use. Boom. Gone. Now I'm at home and that bank is empty. Alright? Now, I'm going to keep the fun right where it's at. But on my excess, you know, I got 1,000. 13, 14. I got about $1,500 in excess. I'll start rebuilding. So I'm going to take $1,000 and I'm going to put it in my Grand Master. Now I have 11,000. So now I've built my Grand Master up to 11,000 instead of 10. A little bankroll building. That's in my safe. All right. when I go to the casino again, I will redo the casino master, depending on what I'm going to do on my next trip, right? I'm going to keep about $500 in excess. You never know when I may need it. So we're going to keep $500 in excess. So the next time I go to the casino, my bank is going to be empty. I got to, I've done spent it. And then fund, we're keeping the fund. Not only as an extra avenue to help you if you get in trouble, to let you play nilly-willy so you don't have to be so serious all the time. Remember, that's what it's for. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, basically about $700. All right, that we can do what we want. I'm taking that to the casino next time too. So there you go. Envelopes are done. Your trip is done. And then when we do our next video, we'll do it like we're leaving from the house. And there you have it. All right. So thank y'all. I appreciate everybody. It's going to take me 2 or 3 days to do this hold'em thing. So, because I've got to put a green thing over everything. I can't use this crap table. I'll probably have to take it apart or something. I don't know yet, but I'm fixing to have to start. So, there you go. Y'all are in the loop. Appreciate you. Be great. See you. Bye.